What's going on, YouTube? Jeremy here. Just wanted to show you what's going on with the 29 gallon right now. Normally I film this tank at night after I get home from work, but decided to do it in the morning instead, just to kind of show you the fish kind of when they're active. I just fed the tank, so everybody's up at the top looking for food. See if my blue ram will come up. He's really starting to color up nicely. Part of that I think is due to him getting used to the tank and its conditions, but mainly I think he's really starting to enjoy the food I've been using. I just switched over to New Life Spectrum in all my tanks, and I gotta say I'm pretty pleased. All my fish seem to love it. They've got tons of different formulas and sizes of pellets and all that, and it just looks like the fish color up really nice. Like you can see all the reds and orange coming in, especially with the blues. I don't know, he just stands out now. My rasboras, they're almost like a golden maroon color, it seems like sometimes. So, and then the angels are really looking good too. I think everybody's liking it. So, plant-wise, this is probably going to be the last time it looks like this. So, last night I drank a ton of coffee, so I was up till like 3, and whenever I'm up late at night and bored, I usually mess with my tanks. First off, I'll come over to the side and I'll show you a lot of these plants in the back are swords, and I pulled them. Actually, you're not supposed to, I'd probably do this, but I did. I pulled all the swords from the back of this tank for a few reasons. One, because a lot of the leaves, if my angels get out of the way, a lot of the leaves were starting to get overcome by hair algae. It's one of those. I don't know if it was hair algae or thread algae. Either way, it was kind of on a lot of the leaves on the swords, and it's just one of those algae that my otos don't seem to eat. There's not that many animals, or not many fish rather, that'll eat that once it's already established. So a lot of that was creeping in. I had a bit of a bloom when I was doing some rescaping. And I think I originally had a lot of root tabs in there that kind of got brought to the surface. So I probably thinned out the swords probably by at least 75%. Some plants I just didn't think I could save, so I just tossed them. And but also these crypts. These crypts are insanely healthy. Like the swords weren't doing so good, but these crypts have just blown up. As you can see, originally when I bought them, sit down a bit. Originally when I bought them, I thought they were crypt parva, the small size, because the leaves were so small. But soon I figured out they're crypt wentai, as you can see, because the brown variation anyways. But what I did was, when I got them, they were so small, I planted just like bunches, just kind of all over the front, thinking they would spread out. But because they're so big, they're just kind of dominated in the tank now. I mean, they just have exploded. Like this plant is just monstrous. I mean, you can see, here's my hand. So I mean, it's basically the size of my palm. But yeah. Anyways, I hate to rip them out just because they're so healthy looking. But there's some like, well, let's see if I can see it. There's some shrimp going to work, but it's getting some like blue-green slime kind of at the bottom just because they branch out so much. You can see one of my otos cleaning the glass. But anyways, so I'm kind of, just in the mood to switch it up. I know I said I was going to leave this tank alone, but I lied. So anyways, what I'm thinking about doing is, I back up a little bit here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this crypt because that looks like the biggest and the healthiest, and I might keep that one. And so I'm going to take the rest and either give them to a friend of mine, or I don't know, maybe put them in a different tank. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to pull most of them out, and I'm probably going to, even though I just replanted all the Amazons, I'm probably going to pull out a good majority of the swords too. So I know what I'm pulling out. The problem is I don't know what I'm putting back in. And also I'm going to I'm going to change the substrate too, just because it's been in there a while and I know it's probably fine, but I think I'm going to try to do a dirt tank, a soil tank. So I've got a bag of Eco Complete also that I just have sitting around. So what I think I'm going to do with this tank is I'm going to put some soil as a bottom layer, maybe a half an inch or so of soil, and then cap that with Eco Complete. And then I'm gonna do kind of an experiment, I guess. I'm not gonna Normally I do both root tabs and liquid fertilizers. I'm gonna hold off on the liquid fertilizers for a bit and just feed only through the roots and see how that goes. I think that kind of contributed a little bit to my algae bloom. First off, because swords and crypts are pretty much the only species I have in this tank right now, and those are both primarily root feeders. So I think I may have overdosed the tank on liquid feeders. Kind of saturated the water column with organics, and I don't think I really needed to. I think these plants would have been fine with just getting their nutrients to the roots. So I'm gonna keep the water because the water is cycled in and really healthy. So I bought a big Tupperware container. So when I drain the tank, I'm gonna put all the tank water in that with the plants that I keep and the fish. I don't think it'll take me too long to rescape the tank, but I want the water to stay because that's what the fish are used to and that's what they've been doing really well in. But anyways, that's about all I got for right now. I gotta start getting ready for work, but just kind of want to show you guys kind of the last hurrah, I guess, of this aquarium. All the fish are going to stay the same, not getting rid of any of the fish. The shrimp will go in the other tank too. I'm just kind of showing you what it looks like right now, because it probably won't look like this again the next time I show you guys a video. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching, people. See ya.